Hey, Norcal Karters, this is Jason. I brought the long screen up. I always do that. So as you can see, we have guests waiting in the studio. We have Lexi Hughes. A lot of you know her from either Prairie City or Rok Sonoma. And new to Norcal Karters, we have Jameson Van Fossen. He's going to join us tonight, and he's going to talk about circle track racing, the dirt racing down in the Central Valley. And give me 1 second. Sorry, I got up earlier and I moved around, but it changed my little light settings. I'll play with it. And again, we have Jason Van Fossen. He's going to join us and talk to us about dirt racing. He really grew the class, the KT100, on the oval stuff. So this will be exciting. Again, this is new for Norcal Karters. But without further ado, let's get to it. So this is upcoming events. So we're focusing on August 2023. It's also open mic night. So you still have a chance to get on the show. If you have my cell phone, text me. If you don't, send me a message through Facebook or leave a comment that you want to be on the show, and I will PM you a link to the studio. But yeah, so without many of you know I ramble a lot, and I'm rambling because I have like 900 screens open right now. And yeah, so if you want to be in the studio, we'll bring Lexi and Jason up here in a minute, and you'll be able to talk about karting. If you were at Donald's endurance race last weekend, you could talk about that. If you're at Gold Rush, you can talk about that. Anything that kind of ties into karting, you can talk about it. So, we already have a comment coming in, but I'll wait for Lexi and Gabby to pop up on screen before I show the comments. All right, bear with me for 1 second. Can we please cover yesterday's complete and utter domination from the PCA juniors in the PC endurance race? Yeah, Jameson, you want to come on the show? Yes or no? If you want to come on, you can talk about it. I don't care. Tonight's open mic night. I'm not going to talk about it because I wasn't there, so I can't talk about it. But Jameson, if you'd like to talk about it, you want to come on the show, say yes, and I'll send you a link. Like I said, I have way too many screens that are open right now. But if you want to be on, you can Facebook Messenger, Jason Berry, or Norcal Karters. But right now, the Facebook Messenger is probably the quickest way while I'm on the show. And we're going to talk about our August events that are coming up. And we should have them in 1 second. Boom, kind of. That's actually not very good. That'll be a lot better. There we go. So right now, since we have guests, I'm going to highlight the clubs that are actually supporting Norcal Karters. You can find the rest on norcalkarters.com. But tonight, let's highlight the ones that are coming up in August. Again, these are our supporters of Norcal Karters. Our other supporters, as you can see behind me in the background, we have Gorilla Barbecue, we have Aluminos, Extra Kart Parts. So we appreciate all of those entities that support Norcal Karters and what we're doing. But coming up August 12th through the 13th, Rok Sonoma. And like I said, Lexi and Gabby, they could talk about Rok Sonoma. Maybe not as official people, but their whole family has been racing at Rok Sonoma for the past couple of years. And I'll let Lexi get into her story. I kind of dragged her onto the show. She actually has a motorcycle background, so that'll be interesting. We can talk about that. But Rok Sonoma is coming up August 12th through the 13th. So that's just in a couple of weeks. Tomorrow is August 1st. That same weekend, we have Blue Max Kart Club. So Blue Max Kart Club will have their next club race coming up August 13th. And then we have Prairie City. So Prairie City is coming up. Prairie City on the weekend of August 26th through the 27th. And that's going to be their 4-stroke weekend. So 4-stroke weekend at Prairie City. And for those that had, am I in the right month? Yeah, I'm in the right month. Okay. So for those that had NCK Button Willow on the calendar, unfortunately, they had to cancel that event on the 26th of August here, just because of lack of pre-entries. This is the third event that's been canceled in 3 weeks that I've heard of in karting, because racers are not pre-entering, and the promoters, they're already losing money. If they book an event, they've already lost the deposit. So the racers have already lost that money. That money can't go anywhere else. It's gone. The track got the deposit. But what happens is when these clubs, they have to make the decision: do we lose $3,000 or do we lose $10,000? And those are real numbers too. It's very expensive to rent the tracks. The other risk these promoters are going to run into, if they keep canceling or postponing events, they end up on the bottom of the pile. When a track can book out all year long to corporate events or to special car clubs, etc., and the clubs keep canceling, or the promoters keep canceling because of lack of pre-registration or participation, they end up at the bottom of the list, and it gets harder and harder to book events in the future. So keep that in mind. If you and your buddies want to go race, I don't care if it's NCK, I don't care if it's Rock, if you guys want to go race, pre-enter. Don't just say, "Oh, I'm going to be there," because the promoters, they need to see that tangible pre-entry and the money in the bank, if you will. So I'm off my little soapbox there. I tried having a couple other promoters on to kind of discuss it, but it gets tough because the promoters don't want to come out and point fingers at the racers, and they're kind of in a sticky situation. But that is the fact. If races gets canceled, they just don't know if anyone's going to show up. Are they going to have a race for 5 guys or 50 guys or 500 guys? So just keep that in mind. But yeah, that's it for August as far as our supporting clubs. So the other clubs, if you want to come on open mic and talk about your clubs, that's great. You can do that. I did that again. We'll just get to it with our guests. Lexi and Gabby are laughing. Jason's going, "What is this guy doing over here?" I have your guys' mics muted right now, but well, let's get to it. So first up, we'll bring Lexi and Gabby. Give me a second. Introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Lexi. This is Gabby.
Hi.
She's the racer of the family. I'm just behind the scenes. I work at Rok Sonoma in Prairie City. I'm either a corner worker at Prairie City. I'm a floater, honestly, at Rok Sonoma. I'm either in tech, cart pickup, corner worker. Sometimes start and finish at Prairie. Did it once. And then practice days I might start and finish. But I like to do everything at the kart track. I like to keep my hands dirty, so... Gabby?
Hi, my name is Gabby Guidera. I am the Mini Rock champion of 2022. I am in junior, and yeah, I race around, well, everywhere. But yeah,
everywhere. Perfect. That's a great introduction. So if Lexi doesn't look familiar to you, usually she's out on the track with flags and overalls and a hat, and but this is what Lexi looks like without a hat, running around on the track trying to pick up carts. But yeah, we'll come back to you two here in a second. Let's get Jason on board to introduce himself. Let's see. Bear with me for a second, Jason. Slowly.
Oh, there we are.
Slowly. There we go. Okay. All right, Jason, you're new to us, so introduce yourself. Tell us who you are and why you're on Norcal Karters tonight.
Well, I heard about you from a friend, and been racing go-karts since the 80s, or at least have been around karting since the 80s. First of all, I say girl power. I love to say you girl ladies out there, helping out and racing, and it's just a fun, to see everybody involved in karting. I'm here to promote dirt tracking. I know you guys are an asphalt group. My background is from NCK road racing, but we have a really, really fun track here at Hills Ferry. It's in Newman, California, just out here in the Central Valley. And I'll tell you what, when you talk about affordable racing, it's the place to go, so that's my pitch tonight.
That's your pitch tonight. All right, I'm going to let you keep talking while I bring up your website here.
Okay.
But you did say you were an NCK or a road racing guy.
Yes. Yeah. Actually, me and my dad are both in the IKF Hall of Fame, road racing. My dad has 5 national championships. I have 2. And that was in 2000. We kind of got out of it in 2002. And then I dabbled a little bit in dirt tracking, in the late 90s and early 2000s. And then when I came back home from Hawaii in 2017, just kind of got hooked on the dirt track stuff. And that's where we're at. That's a lot of fun.
So it looks like you guys have an event coming up August 5th.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
So we have 6 classes that are pretty decent. The KT 100s, usually we get 8 to 12. And then we have the 224 class, which is the Predator class. We usually get 6 to 8 of those. And then the clones, we usually get 6 to 8 to 10. It all depends. Then there's also the pure stocks, which isn't that huge, 3 to 4 of those guys. And we also have a beginner box stock and a junior class. So
okay, so what is a pure stock? Give us a quick description of that class.
It's basically a 212 Predator. They can go down to Harbor Freight and get the motor off the shelf and just do some bolt-ons, pull the gas tank off, and throw a stock carburetor on it. And you can go racing for about $300.
Okay.
Awesome.
So that's a pure stock class.
Yeah, it's relatively affordable.
Lexi's smiling over here. It's like, okay, I think she's going dirt racing.
Well, I'm just saying. Okay. So I used to be a road racer, and I run the 125 shifters, and you can go through a set of tires in a weekend, right? If you go dirt racing, you can buy a set of treads, whether it's Hoosiers or Burris or whatever your pick is. They can last you all season long, 6 to 8 races, right? And the entry fee is only $6, and if the track is close to home, you're not spending that much money on fuel. And the racing, it's a lot of fun. I know you're only turning left. You're not turning right for the road course people. But it's a little more challenging, just turning left.
But you guys are having fun out there.
Oh, we're having a blast. Yeah, there's a lot of clean racers, a lot of clean drivers, and it's a blast.
Very cool. Yeah, no, this for a while I've been talking about bringing dirt guys on. Because it's not just Norcal Sprint Karters. I mean, it's Norcal Karters, and we already do the road race stuff. So NCK is a sponsor of they help support the show and everything else. But we have, now we have dirt. Now we can get into the dirt more, and hopefully we can use the Norcal Karters platform to help you guys promote your events and get you out there. What other tracks are in the area?
Well, we have Tulare, which is it's Hanford, basically. They got it's an 1/8 mile dirt track, which is a blue groove. It's really fast. And then you have Chowchilla, which is it's a little bull ring dirt track, so it's a little bit different type of racing. We have Lodi that we get to run, maybe once a year. And then Delta Speedway, we get to run that maybe once a year if we're lucky. But basically Hills Ferry is the best place to go if you want to go fast on the dirt, because it's a 1/4 mile. If you want to get the thrill of speed, because in the K100 you're entering turn 1 or turn 3 probably at about 60 miles an hour. So we're moving. Even in the clone, times are probably about 15 seconds, and they're moving around there pretty good too, about 50 miles an hour. So if you want the thrill of speed and the dirt track and the grip difference. So my comparison between dirt and asphalt is kind of easy, because once you get your kart set up and you get your tire pressures right, the track's going to be the same no matter what, every single time you go there. Now, when you're dirt racing, the track changes throughout the day. Every single time you go out on the track, the sun might go down a little bit, or it might rain a little bit. The track's going to change. So you have to kind of chase the track. So it's a little more challenging, as a driver.
Okay. And then, so paint the background. Give us a little bit of a background story on you. You said you're an IKF expert.
Yeah.
So let's do some name dropping with some guys that you know that are currently NCK guys. So some of our newer racers go, oh, okay, this
Okay.
Jason guy has been around.
Yeah, well, so I became an expert in 2000. Won 2 Duffys in one day, which is an awesome story. Down at Big Willow. And Duffy Livingston was actually there to sign the Duffys in person, which is awesome. I don't want to go into the long story, but let's see. I ran with Michael Moya. I ran with Ron White, Jennifer White, let's see, Jim White, Ray Bobo, Dave Coomjan, Rich Van Fossen, my father, 5-time national champion. I raced with some of the best road racers, which was a lot of fun. But transferring over to the dirt, I'm not saying asphalt was easy because that would be arrogant of me, but more affordable racing to be able to go out with a pocketbook in this day and age, in my opinion, it's just you have the same amount of fun. It's just as challenging or more, and it's just basically cheaper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. So real quickly, what's the most popular class that you're running out there at Hills Ferry, and what is around estimated cost of entry? Not a race fee entry, but I don't have anything. I'm going to show up. I want to buy equipment. What's a roundabout cost to enter into the sport when you go dirt racing?
Okay, well, the KT100 class is our biggest class right now. And it's kind of an older class because we're bringing it back. So a lot of the people that are running this class have a KT100, sitting on the shelf from the 90s or early 2000s or even maybe the 80s. And we're bringing that back because they still run great. They're still fun to drive. And if you don't burn them up and you know how to adjust the carburetor, these things will last a whole entire season. We're talking, 7, 8 races before we have to get the upper end rebuilt. And I mean, if you wanted to get in starting, you could probably get a chassis, a full setup, for maybe $1,000 or $1,500 just to go out and get some seat time.
That's not bad at all.
It's not bad.
Let's see. Give me a second here. I'm going to bring up the girls. There we go. Let's see. Go through the comments real quick. This was the one I was saving for the Guideras.
Hi, Mom.
Race
Hi,
Mom
Mom.
Guidera. Hey, y'all.
Yeah.
So, funny thing, I actually grew up with dirt racing in the South before I moved to Cali. My uncle, he raced late models, and so did my Papa Terrell. And then we raced in Riverside, Arkansas. That was like the place what it was called. And then he moved on to sprint cars and then did late models also. So he was switching cars all weekend, on Saturdays. And then my cousins actually do like the kart, like smaller karts like I seen on your website. They do that around the South too.
Yeah.
And they travel for it. So
Yeah.
I know a little bit about it. I know a little bit about dirt track.
Have it.
A little bit. But you're a two-wheeler, right?
Back east. We're trying
Most
to
of the
bring
time.
Yeah.
But
Okay, what's that, Jason?
I said dirt racing is huge. Karting back east is gigantic, and we're trying to bring it. This is pretty big up north in Oregon, kind of big down south, but we're trying to bring it back right here to home, here in NorCal, and have ourselves a good home track where we can go and have fast and have fun.
Well, from here on out, I mean, Norcal Karters can definitely help with that. So I'm actually looking forward to learning about a different segment of karting. I don't know. It's just racing and it's karting. I don't know.
Exactly.
It's always exciting.
What's that, Lexi?
It's always exciting.
Yeah.
It's always exciting.
Oh,
Different
yeah.
classes are really exciting to watch, like senior, and then like
I just like seeing different types of models of racing,
Mhm.
like dirt track, asphalt, motorcycles. I just love watching all types of racing because you just get a different point of view of what they're feeling inside the vehicle or what they're riding. So I find it fascinating to watch all the different types of races.
Yeah, that's probably where I'm the oddball.
Why is
People
that?
always ask me, "Oh, did you watch that race last weekend?" It's like, I don't know. Was it on Food Network?
Oh my gosh.
That's great.
I love
I'm
I love my
Just-
food. Go ahead,
Motors-
Jason.
any point at all. Like she said, like when you put that helmet on, like the point of view from, I don't care if you're riding a motorcycle or if you're in a go-kart or a sprint car, like you can put yourself in that person's helmet. Like, what is this experience? It's like, it's so thrilling,
Mhm.
Yeah.
so exciting.
Yeah, see,
100%.
I don't know. I for like a spectator, I'm getting more and more into it. Like now, my daughter, she's 11. She likes to watch Drive to Survive. So it's like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
okay, she's watching that, and it's like, all right, we'll watch that together. But it's been years. I stopped watching Formula One after Senna died, so it's like, okay. I was kind of over it, but I loved race. I love racing. I love getting a kart and just driving.
Oh yeah.
But I always pick spectator sports that I just can't do, like basketball or football.
Yeah.
Like you can. I mean, I'm 5'7". It's like I'm not going to do well at either of one of those.
Those sports are actually good.
Yeah.
Those sports
I mean,
are good.
I'm actually good at those sports.
Oh, you're good at
Gabby's
those
got an
sports.
arm. Gabby's got an arm.
I was quarterback for my school, so yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a quarterback.
Yeah, I was quarterback.
For the
See
flag
how
football
karting ties
team.
into everything.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
What was I gonna say? Never mind.
Let's
I forgot what I was
see
gonna
here.
say.
Well, let's scroll through the comments and we'll catch up with the show. We'll go from there.
Perfect.
Let's see. We had hey y'all, Racer Mom. We did her. Let's see. Jameson, can we please cover yesterday's complete and utter domination from the PCA juniors at the PC endurance race? It's PCA Porsche Club of America. Is that what that is? Do you guys know Jameson?
Gabby does.
Yep.
Gabby knows Jameson.
So I have a friend named Sophia Curtis, and I met him from there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, from her.
Did they dominate this past weekend at Prairie City?
I'm actually not sure. I think my friend Sophia had like all girls team, but that's all I really know. I didn't really watch
What's
it.
his last name?
Gwinup. Oh,
Gwinup.
Sophia's?
Yeah.
Sophia's? Oh, Curtis.
Oh, Curtis. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Jameson, if you want to come on, let me know. Let's see here. Next comment.
I would have been working there, but I was at the NHRA race.
Oh,
Watching the
yeah.
drags.
You were posting about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of your background.
Yeah, I come from all types of racing backgrounds, honestly.
Someone's gonna have to help me with his name. How about the Kinsella family?
I got you on. So Robert A. Cancella and his son, they're a 4-generation dirt track family. Robert A. Cancella is the father, and his father actually invented the first clutch. You can Google it. And his kid is out there with his grandkid racing on the dirt. It's pretty fantastic.
His grandfather invented what?
The axle clutch, the very first axle clutch.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, you can look it up. But it's pretty fascinating, or actually a lot of fun, how multi-generational kart racing is. You go from the inventor of the axle clutch down to his great grandchild out there running in the pure stock, on the same track. Well, I don't know where the axle clutch ran, but anyway, cool family, really, really cool family.
Oh, cool. All right. Let's see. So, Robert, expand on your comment in the comment section about the Kinsella family. Did you want to come on the show, or just you wanted a shout out? So, open mic night. Let's see. Jameson's got to think about it. Maddie Bailey. Hey, Gabby.
That's my sister from the South.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
That's
Maddie.
your sister from the South.
Mm-hmm.
So the internet made it all the way to the South.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They have internet.
I know how to text on.
Oh, you have a text.
A phone. A phone.
Okay. Let's see here. Rebecca Hughes. Hey, Gabs. Hey, Lulu.
Hi.
Hey, Auntie Becky.
That's our uncle we were talking about, and
Our aunt.
Yeah, our
That's
aunt.
the
Oh,
one.
got it, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Gear Nuts. Let's see. Hope that doesn't happen at NCK. Gear Nuts, you're talking about a postponed or a canceled race. NCK Laguna Seca 2024. If you go to nckroadracing.com, you can pre-register. It's only a deposit. If they do cancel the race, you get refunded. But if you go to their Facebook page or their Instagram page, they are posting updates. Right before the show, they had 2 more pre-entries for that Laguna Seca event. And I just know that because I was going through checking my messages on Facebook. And they were posting updates as people are registering. Actually, do you guys mind if I bring that up real quick?
Go right ahead.
Up there that if anybody's looking for a driver for the Laguna Seca event, I am free that weekend.
You are free that weekend.
Yes,
You know what weekend it is?
We're good.
Do you know what weekend it is, Jason?
I don't, but I'll be free.
You don't, but you're free.
I will be. Yes.
You will be free.
He knows it. He knows it.
I do.
Let's see here. I always have to be careful with the screen shares because I'm not very good at this whole producing thing. So it's like, oh, what screen might I accidentally bring up?
That's funny.
Let's see here. Screen share. NCK, where are you? Oh, let's try that one. Add to stream. There we go. Roll call. NCK Road Racing. This is off their Facebook page. Let's see. Jason, any of these names sound familiar? Mark Morrison, Dave Morrison, Skyers, Jimmy Skyers. Sorry, Jimmy. I shortened your name. Ollie Cooper Welton, Anthony Williams, Dave Foltz, Michelle Esqueda, M. Don Meyering, Todd Cameron, Sprinter Rental. What is that? Todd Cameron RV Sprinter Rental. Joe Hollinger, Chris Gassaway, Bill Piles, Lawrence Andrews, Roger Varner. Who I'm going to mess this name up. Paposi Alexandru, CJ Werfelman, Ben Hur, Daryl Hufford, Brandon Schenkel, Dale Nugent.
Ah, my buddy Dale. Yeah, I know.
You know
him.
Dale. All right. Larry Dobbs, Dan Candler,
Yeah.
Casey Young,
Yeah.
CMT 22, James Rich. Is that Richie Rich or is that James Rich? Oh, Rich Environmental. Let's see. Paul Goldman, Todd Baker, Frank Ross, Tim Buckley, Terry Russell, John Rice, Brian Nichols, Dennis Heyman, Joe Powell, Blaine Arup, John Bryant, Jason Lorang, Eric Maxfield, John Nichols. I said these names already. I don't think I said Hagers. There's like 9 of those guys. Chris Hager, Cole Hager, Ryan Hager, Greg Jaime, Steve Donia, Gene Bircher, Larry Stevens. So the list is growing. So for pre-entries, they need 100. They were aiming for 100 pre-entries by September of 2023 for them to secure a date. So that was the deal with the NCK stuff. That's quite a list already.
It's a great list.
It is. I wish I could be on it. So let me throw it back out there. No, I'm just kidding.
Usually I'm the one begging for money on my own show.
Cart. I just need a cart.
You just need the cart.
Yeah, that's all I need.
Let's see here. So that's the NCK
All
stuff.
I need.
What's that?
All I need is a 206 motor, and I'll be racing.
A 206 motor.
Yeah.
Where are you going to race?
Probably Prairie. Start off there.
All right.
Yeah. But we'll see.
Karting.com. Another Norcal Karter supporter.
We have a lot of tips.
Let's see here. Robert Kinsella, fastest dirt track in NorCal. So that's going to be
Hills Ferry Raceway.
Hills Ferry Raceway. Okay, help me with his name. Terrell or Terrell?
Terrell.
Terrell.
Everyone calls him Terrell.
Terrell.
Hi, Papa.
Hi, Papa, Mimi.
Hi, Lexi and Gabby.
We have a lot of people in the South.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Yep.
Let's see. Gear Nuts. Didn't Monaco, the previous guest, run at Hills Ferry? I love how Gear Nuts always ties in my other shows. So that's James Monaco. We had him on last week. That was a great interview. I actually have him queued up somewhere in here for the notes. He did talk about the karts and more extensively his flat track background. Thanks, Gear Nuts, for the tie-in there. Yeah, so that was last week. You can go on YouTube, Norcal Karters, and you check out the James Monaco interview. I always love talking to James. He's always so just open about stuff. So for those that don't know his story, he was injured flat track riding. Currently, he's in a chair. He competes at Sonoma Raceway in the 100cc class with a hand control kart. And he does a lot of work off the track with a group called Back to Track. Let's see. I have it queued up. Give me 1 second. Backontrack79.com. So that is a nonprofit that raises money for riders that were injured to help support them as they go through the recovery process. So that is Back on Track 79. So thanks, Dan. I mean, Gear Nuts. WFO.
WFO, that's right. That's my dad right there. 5-time
WFO
national
Racing?
champion.
I'm sure everyone knows the universal translation on that.
I think so.
I think so. And if you don't,
We'll
Google
keep it off. We'll keep it off the show.
Let's see. Rebecca Hughes. I'm one of their cousins. Gracie or Grazie?
Oh, great.
All right, Oh, it looks like we might get Jameson on. You guys want another guest to come on?
What is happening?
Jameson, go to Facebook. Send me a messenger, and I will send you the link. So Facebook Messenger, Jason Berry, or Norcal Karters. Prefer Jason Berry. Look for this ugly mug on Facebook. Actually, what does my Facebook look like? Oh, it's my ugly mug and my wife. So look for an ugly mug and a pretty mug. Send me a message, and I'll drop the link to you. Sounds like he needs to come out and check us out, Jason. Jason Van Fossen. Jason. There's a lot of Jasons. Yep. Gear Nuts. Hi, Rebecca. These girls are awesome. Super kids. Always great guests on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Walter. Love karting in general. You know what I mean. Let's see. That's an inside joke with Walter and I.
Gotcha.
Glad you're tuning in, Walter.
Got it.
Give me a second here. Rich Van Fossen. A lot of these old go-karters are coming into the dirt, and we have some very talented older fellas racing.
And that's true. You know, you're never too old to go back to the track. Yeah.
That's right. It's Bree. Hey, Lexi and Gabby. Love y'all.
Hey, Bree.
Hi.
Hey, it's Bree.
Love you too.
Oh, wow. We have a lot of comments here. Hold on. Actually, I'm always nervous about the comments because I did a couple months ago. I was doing a show, and honestly, the shows are pretty hit or miss on the chat lines, and nobody said anything. It's like, wow, man, I really sucked tonight. There's no comments coming in, and I can't remember. I had a good guest on too, and then when I hit end broadcast, 5 minutes later, him and I were talking in the studio off air, And boom, 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 boom. All the comments came through. Oh,
Oh, dang.
we lost Jason for a second. So Jason, if you can hear me, I'll bring you back on in a second. You're still in the studio. Let's see. I got lost in all these comments. Gear Nuts. Is it true the unofficial track record in Laguna Seca is on a supercart? Swear I've heard that. One time it was. I don't know if it still is, but I think it might have been Wayne Rainey in a supercart that set the track record that held for years. But I thought a two-wheel guy stole it a number of years back. But I could be wrong. If someone wants to Google that, let me know. Rebecca Hughes, it's actually Gracie. I'm on Mom's phone.
Great to know.
I know. Oh, here we go. Michael Ting. Kudos to Phil on the starts in the last rock race. Cracking down on jump starts. Oh. So did Phil catch Michael Ting trying to jump the start? You know, Michael.
I don't know about that one, but we had a few people, I believe, trying to jump the start.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just part of racing, right?
Oh, 100%. You got their adrenaline. You're wanting to go.
I thought Jason was there, but then he walked off. Yeah, I like watching Phil work. And Phil and I are actually working on a side project in the background. So when I'm always begging for money and things like that, just know I try to spend all of it. And Phil and I are working on a project. So, yeah. Michael, we need to have you on the show one of these days.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see here. Sorry, I'm starting to scan through some of these now. Love racing with Jason. When I first started and until this day, him and his dad are always here to help. I'm trying to get Jason back on, but oh, there you go. Can you hear us, Jason? All right, I'm gonna put you back in the studio until we can get your internet thing. All right, keep going, Jason, and then we'll bring you back on once we know we have the internet thing streamed out for you. Did I get all the comments? I think I got all the comments for now. All right, let's see. It looks like he's back. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Yeah, we have a weak connection on your end, Jason. Oh, there we go.
Okay, that should be better now.
Perfect. Let me bring up James Monaco. You guys can chat away. I'm gonna put this in the background here. Because we were talking about James Monaco. And then all this stuff is on YouTube, so you can always go on YouTube. You can search Norcal Karters, James Monaco, or any of our previous guests. Did you catch all those comments, Jason, that were coming in?
Yeah, I think I was able to read everything, but my connection got spotty for a second. My phone got down to low battery, so I think we got it fixed now.
You're good now?
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. This is what happens when someone with ADD has 500 windows open. This just like why? Why?
99 of them, and you'll be fine.
Talk to Michael's agent. I will talk to your agent. All right, so this is James Monaco. This is a video we did with James, I think last year. I should know, it's on my channel. But yeah, he was just going over, the controls on his cart. Again, he was injured in a flat track accident, and he spends a lot of time drumming up attention for backontrack79.com. Again, it's a nonprofit that helps financially helps riders go through the hardships of recovery. So and again, James is always just a great guy to talk to at the track. It was good to have him back at Rok Sonoma last weekend. His main event went really good. The other 2 heat races, he ended up in the back.
He just kept getting.
What's that?
So one time I had to go pick him up because I believe his chain popped, and I believe that was in like either qualifying or heat 1.
Yeah,
but then he got taken out in heat 2
because it hurt his points for the main event.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
It's always fun watching him race.
It is. Yeah, and I love his story, and I love how open he is about it. And he's just like a great energy.
He's so
just look
sweet
at him in the
to
video.
be around.
He's always smiling.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me bring up his other site. And again, if you this is a video we did last year with James, and then we also did a really in-depth interview with him last weekend or last Monday. And then this is the website, Back on Track 79. So they have the management board of directors, the about, how you can donate. So again, a really good nonprofit that James is out there supporting. All right, where am I? There I am.
Awesome. What an awesome story, man. That's heartwarming.
It is. I mean, it's again. I always love talking to the guy. He's always just full of good energy.
He's a really good driver too.
He is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
I don't even think I would be able to do the hand paddles. That is impressive.
Yeah, and normally he's running right there in that top 5 spot. But he's been out of the seat for a little bit. So
he worked his way up like a pretty good amount last weekend. In the main.
Mm-hmm.
He started 20th and he ended up 13th.
Yep.
Impressive.
Let's see. Oval racing here. This one's for you, Jason. Does Hills Ferry run a 250 class? I swear I met a guy at Karts and Coffee that ran one. Gil was his name, maybe.
Yeah, that's probably Gil Atkinson. We do have a UAS class, which is the Unlimited All-Stars. We also have an open class, so you can pretty much come out and run whatever you brung. But the Unlimited All-Stars is nationwide. I don't know if you guys have heard about it.
Dude, that stuff is badass.
That's badass. And we only get them out there maybe 4 or 5 times a year because they do a quarter points race. But those guys out there with their 450 Jawas, man, they are ripping. It is so impressive to watch. And they love the track. They're ripping around there. I don't even know what the top speeds are. Probably 75 miles an hour going into the turn 1 and turn 3. It's
let me actually try to bring up a couple of videos of the Unlimited All-Star. I honestly would love to see that concept in sprint racing.
That sounds like a nightmare.
Oh, no way.
Well, no, it sounds great. But run what you brung on the asphalt. It does sound awesome. It really does. But
let's be real. There's a place for spec racing. Am I sharing my screen?
No.
Sweet. Okay.
Nope.
Good.
But I'll tell you what, the Unlimited All-Stars, that track is perfect for guys like that. And even going down to the KT100s and the stock appearing KTs, because there's so much room on that track. It's a quarter-mile track, and we're entering the turn and even the KT, doing 45, 50 miles an hour on the dirt. And It's exhilarating. It really is. You know, not only is it fun to watch, but when you're in the seat, man, you're flying, and when you're on the asphalt, you kind of know how much grip you're going to have, right? You know how deep you have to go in. You know how much grip you're going to have. You know how your tire is going to hook up. But when you're on the dirt, it's different because the track changes every heat, every practice. You know, when you go out for the main, when the sun goes down, the track changes. It's so much more challenging than the asphalt. I'm not bagging on asphalt. I'm not, because I'm an asphalt guy. But I'm just saying the dirt is, for the bang for the buck, it is so much fun.
That looks sick.
Oh yeah.
Oh, these guys, yeah,
It's a
these guys
huge
are
track,
awesome.
too.
Yeah.
It's bigger than
So
I
for
thought.
those that don't know, the basic rules of Unlimited All Star is they have 2-stroke and 4-stroke. They can run together. They have CC rules, and then when you go over a certain CC, they start stacking on weight. So the big boys always run the biggest CCs they can get away with. The engine building section of the rule book, I'm paraphrasing it, but it's about a paragraph long. I mean, it's
Yeah.
the creativity that comes out of the Unlimited All Stars is incredible. And I mean, I honestly, I think sprint racing, it's time for something like this. Because the spec racing, it's getting to either, guys are just buying a bunch of engines and spending a bunch of dyno time to cherry pick all the good little parts. 10, 20 parts for, half a horsepower or whatever it might be. Or at least when it's open, then it really just comes to the best engineering and reliability.
And kart handling, it's all about kart setup. That's the thing about dirt tracking, which I like so much, is you can have the best equipment on the planet. You can have the best tires. You can have the best tire prep. But if you don't set your kart up right and you don't scale it right, you're not going to be that fast. And you can have this guy who has half the budget you do, but he knows how to scale his kart. He knows how to do his stacker properly, and he's a good driver. He can go out there and beat you. And that's why I love dirt tracking, because it's a little more of a level playing field, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I ever posted pictures of Ryan Diotti's package.
These guys are hauling ass right here, though. That's awesome. That track's probably back in Georgia somewhere, because that's Evans Say in the 33 national champion. These guys are flying.
Yeah, it's like, I wonder if, and I know the Wick brothers up in Washington, they do a lot of sprint racing. They do Unlimited All Stars, and I mean the engines that they're running they're just wicked.
Oh yeah,
no pun intended. Yeah. But yeah, one of their engines has a piston. It's a piston port reed cage induced dual carburetor something. I don't know. We were talking about the Hagers earlier for NCK and the road racing stuff.
Oh yeah,
Hagers were doing the Unlimited All Star.
Yeah, I basically grew up with the Hagers, because man, they've been around since the '80s, and man, we ran a bunch of races with those guys, and it's back to the multi-generational thing. Now you got Cole out there, winning races, and man, how many Duffys does that family have? It's just it's just cool. It's just cool to see karting, go on from generation to generation, everybody having so much fun,
Yeah. Let's see. Sorry, my phone's going off, and I didn't want to make sure I didn't miss anything. All right. Do you guys mind if I try to get Jameson on?
Go for it.
Let's see. Facebook. Oh, did I lose the girls? Oh, there they are. We lost you. All right, hang tight while I bring on. I'm gonna try to get Jameson in here. If I can find my tabs. I appreciate everybody's patience.
This is fun, man. I appreciate the invite and letting me talk about the dirt track and stuff. And man, I hope we have a lot more conversations like this, because I think this is a really good platform, because we all love karting. It's all the same sport. It's just a different form of it, and I'd like to talk to you more, and, maybe we can get the word out there about our Northern California track, because everybody has a lot of fun out there.
Well, yeah, and I've been talking about it, for the past at least year. I don't want to say Norcal Karters is saturated in the market right now, but I need to do a pivot with the website. I need to get fresh eyeballs on the website, and it's either I again, as Norcal Karters, so I would prefer just to add different segments of karting within NorCal to it.
Okay, cool. Well, I can probably help you with that.
So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually last week I started talking to Pete Coberly. Does he race out at your track?
I don't recognize his name.
So I don't know if he runs out there or out in Chowchilla. But he's going to be coming on in a couple of weeks once we get kind of a plan going. Are you girls still there? Oh, you're there. Yeah, I'm kind of looking for if I can find Wix stuff on here. All right, I'm going to cancel that one out.
What do you got?
There we go. All right, Jameson, the link is sent. And then we also had a couple of others that couldn't come on until after 8. So I'm going to drag my feet just a little bit. I wonder how many times this story has been told in motorsports. Karting helped save my life. I'd rather be on the track and not on the bars and the streets. Get into racing, you can't afford to drink. So that's from Robert.
Yeah, it's a father and son there. Great people. Yeah. Pit next to each other every single weekend, man. And I'll tell you what. My favorite thing about karting is obviously the speed, putting the helmet on, getting in the seat and going around the track. But my second favorite part is the camaraderie and the people you meet and just the good time you have, with the people around you, after the races, before the races, and just hanging out. Because really, you think about it, you're at the track for 8 hours a day and you might get 20 minutes of racing. But all the rest of it just makes it even better,
Yeah.
I just love karting, just like you.
Yeah, I do love it. Well, and not to go back to James Monaco, but we were talking about that before our show and also at Sonoma last weekend. It was basically that exact same thing. You spend 20 minutes on the racetrack, and how many memories do you actually have of racing and turning the wheel? It's all those stories that you create going to the track or being at the track. I've had some great races. Was like, oh yeah, I remember that. But I have way more stories off the track.
Oh yeah,
that just make me smile.
That's why we're both smiling right now.
Yeah, even the girls are smiling.
Exactly, they all know.
Well, Gabby's not yawning; she's smiling.
Yeah, it's a group thing. We all love the same.
I turned them off. That's your mic. You have to unmute your mic. It's on the keyboard, Lexi. All right, let's see. All right, they'll come back and join us. It looks like we have Jameson. Jameson, give us a sound check.
Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Sweet.
All right, thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for the invite.
Yeah, let's see. You wanted to talk about, where is it at? Can we please cover yesterday's complete and utter domination from the PCA juniors in the PC endurance race?
So, yeah, we had at Prairie City yesterday, Don host the endurance race with the new fleet of rental karts that he got in.
They're new karts.
They are. So
he allowed you guys to beat up new karts.
Yeah, it was really nice of him to let us take them out for their maiden voyage.
Wow.
give them a nice run. I believe he got them from Cal Speed is where they're from. It's a whole fleet of about probably 20 of them, but yeah, we got to all take them out and do their first 4 hours in them.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Did any of you intentionally crash into each other with brand new karts?
We actually did not. He wouldn't let us on some of the curbs to try to keep them alive for as long as we could.
Perfect.
So they actually came out in pretty good condition.
Oh, okay. All right. So what's PCA stand for?
Porsche Club of America. So
Not Porsche.
what was that?
Not Porsche. Porsche.
Yeah, Porsche Club of America. Oh, you got me there.
I'm always getting corrected on that. I'm actually not that big of a car guy, so it's
Yeah.
like I don't know. That's a nice Volkswagen. So talk about the domination here. Who was on the team? Were you on the team?
Yes. So I was on
Okay.
the team along with Casey Moyer, Keegan
Yeah.
Pallick, and Russell Scott. We were all
Okay.
together, all members, all PCA juniors. We
All
had
right.
the dads come down, and we put together the team, and we ran it. We ran very good. Our qualifying could have been better. We had some issues with the car that we got figured out. We qualified P6. At the start there, we kind of fell back to P9 and then made a charge back, and within 5 laps had the lead back.
Nice.
So we ran really solid, and we led 220 of the basically 245-ish laps, and we're running very good. And then in about the final 10 minutes, our spindle snapped, and we DNF'd.
Oh, come on.
So it was going really
that's
well.
not domination. That's called a
It
failure.
was domination until the cart decided it was done.
You had me all hyped up. I was all excited.
We'll
And
get
then
them
you had
next time.
mechanical.
Yeah, it was
Is there
tough.
do you have any video anywhere that I can easily access to bring it up?
I do have a video of the start. I can send that to you.
Is it online?
No, but I can message it to you on Facebook if that works.
Yeah, do that real quick.
Okay. Right on.
Let's see here. Utter domination. We have to work on that word domination.
Eventually, Step Up won it. They were chasing us at the end there. Sometimes we had lapped P2, and
Okay.
then, with pit stops and everything, it fell back a bit. And so at the end, there was about a 20-second gap. They were closing a few tenths a lap, and so it would have been a really close, good finish at the end.
Got it.
So I got the video sending right now.
Okay. All right, let's see if we've got the girls back. Girls, you back?
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
Thank
God.
It's working.
Jameson, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
How did Sophia do? And their
I
team?
think they did pretty good. They were, I think, with SV karting. That could be wrong. No, they were with a TAL course. That's right, a TAL course.
ITEL course.
They ran a team. I'm not sure entirely who was on it, but I know her and Colby were the only people I knew on it.
Okay.
And I think they came out pretty solid. I think they were in the top 10 for sure out of, I think, 15 carts. So
that's
it's
awesome.
a very solid result, yeah.
Hey, Jameson, did you send that video in the same conversation we were having?
I did. It's almost sent. It's super.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. Jason Figura. So for those that don't know me, I'm like kind of known for just butchering names.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could tell by you calling my brother Seppa.
Seppi.
Seppa. It was
Seppi.
Seppa or
It's just Seppi.
No, there you. Yeah, that's the first.
That actually is a first.
That is a first.
Congrats.
I swear you guys registered him as Matt just so I don't screw it up.
He goes, so likes everybody calling him Matt, but since we have 2 Matts in our household, we just call him Seppi or just the Seppi.
Not Seppa.
Okay.
All right. Give me 1 second here.
I think the video went through now.
Yeah, no, I have it. I'm just trying to get it on the screen without.
Okay.
It's trying to make me download it, which I mean, I can probably download it, but I'm just trying to get it on the big screen.
It was a super cool start. I had never done one before, but it was Le Mans style, kind of. So some drivers, some of your teammates would run over to you and tap your shoulder in the cart, and then you could go.
All right, give me a second. I'm gonna have to download it because it's not allowing me to. It's not allowing me to just pop it up in the big screen.
Okay.
So give me a second here. Valley Speedway Karting at Historical Hills Ferry Raceway.
That's our circle track.
Okay, I was gonna say that could be a little longer. That name.
Yeah. Well,
That's almost like Central California Kart Racing Association, the CCKRA.
right.
So that's the official Facebook page for your track.
It is. Yes.
All right.
Is it pitching so bad?
Personal. You wanted at Hills Ferry. That's my personal page. Goes into a little more detail about
Okay.
the KT100 stuff.
All right. Give me 1 second here. You guys keep talking. I'm just. All right. I figured out what the lag issue is. It's my computer.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
If you guys lose me, you just have to take over the show.
We got you.
I think we can cover it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might have to.
Mm-hmm.
Screen share. Bear with me for 1 second. Yeah, I think all of my buffering issues I blame on everybody else. I think it's my computer.
Whew.
All right, let's see what we got here. All right, Jameson, walk us through this blank screen.
Oh yeah. We'll see if it's gonna work here.
Thank you.
Yeah, I have the video here.
I could try to email it.
You can probably hear it in the background.
I can't hear it yet.
No.
You can't hear it yet.
Mm-mm.
All right, if you guys lose me for a second, just take over.
Hi, Ashley.
Hi, Ashley.
Hi, Kylie.
Hi.
Hi, Jimmy. I was gonna say stayed out the whole fam.
Hi, Pistol.
Hi, Pistol.
See, this is the problem when I go on the fly here. Oh, that's why. See, I'm not allowed to really do this. I saved it into my daughter's swim file. Like, why? Makes no sense to me. All right. So they're getting ready to go. Then you guys can't see this, but they're getting ready to go. Should I just announce it and then see how good I am at color commentating and see if it paints
give it a shot.
Give it a shot. Why not?
Hi.
So they're standing on the fence, getting ready to go. And it sounds like they're saying, getting ready to go. And we're getting ready to go.
Oh, there we go. It's working.
There it is.
Is that Prairie City?
Oh,
It is.
Here we go.
wait. Hold on.
Um,
Oh, that's awesome.
It
That's
was
cool.
very fun. It was super cool start.
Oh, so it was like you had to tag them in order for them to go?
Exactly. Yeah, the carts were sitting there idling, and they just had to tap them on the shoulder, and then they could run.
So I got the story for you guys about the old NCK days. We had a race called the Porky Piston Poker Race, and it was a KT 100 race. And you had two members that would go out, and one would drive for a half hour, come in, refuel. The next driver had to jump in and go out and finish the race, and it was so much fun.
And what was it called?
The Porky Piston Poker Race.
Porky Piston Poker Race.
Yeah, you can Google it. It was the old Sears Point thing, and then it transferred over to Thunderhill. At the end of the IKF, Yamaha KT 100 days. So I think the last one we ran was probably in 99 or 2000, maybe 2001. But yeah, look it up. I mean, you'll see all of the huge names, all the way from Scott Pruitt to Peter Bloffner to Vince Paleo. All these guys ran this race, and as a team deal, and it was a blast. Yeah,
Very cool.
I was lucky to win it with my dad once, and then also Dale Nugent, one of the names that you read off that's going to run at Laguna Seca, and won it once with him too. But yeah, really
Yeah,
cool.
poor Dale. That guy always gets shafted. They did the Track Magic Rally a couple of years ago up at Pat's Acres, and he did a beautiful restoration of a speedway or an enduro kart. Is it enduro or speedway? Whatever the old road race stuff is.
Yeah, I have a sister kart to his. I have the same exact chassis with the same bodywork on it, sitting in the shed.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Beautiful restoration. Yeah.
Yeah, and I kept meaning to hook up with him up there, and I never did. I was like, oh, I'll meet up with him Sunday. Well, that didn't work because he left really early Sunday or late Saturday night. So I roll out there, and he was gone. It's like, oh, man. Let's see. Anything else for us, Jameson?
I don't think so. I mean, I just think it was a really well put together event. I like the format. I think it was a good time frame too. It felt long enough you had to think about what was happening next without it being, too exhausting.
Okay.
I really like the new karts. They ran, I think, overall pretty well, and I'm looking forward to future endurance races.
Do you think Donald's going to do more on a more regular basis, or?
Well, he did announce that he said he was going to do another one within the next few months. So.
Oh, really? In a couple of months? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to go through or not, but he said that, and so I'm hoping that comes to fruition and we get to run that.
Got it. All right, Norcal Karters looking for sponsors for a team so we can go dominate the PCA team because we'll finish. I guarantee you.
Oh, okay.
We'll finish.
Sure.
Oh, so did you hit a
I
curb?
wanted
And
to
is that
do
why the
this.
spindle broke off?
No, we just drove it really hard, and that's why we lapped everyone on the field except us. You got to drive hard if you want to lap P2.
Yeah. Did you really lap the whole field?
We've really lapped the whole field for a bit, yeah.
Oh.
And then they kind of inched and caught back up.
All right, that's a good run.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Let's see. Jeff Mangus. Let's see here. Someone needs to explain this to me. I'd like to see an Australian chase race like we used to do at local motocross races. Loads of fun. Lexi, you're a two-wheeler. Do you know what that means?
Oh, hang on. I like to see an Australian chase race like we used to do at a local motorcycle race. It was fun. I honestly haven't heard of that one, but I watch Supermoto and motocross and what's the other one? Like the outdoor ones.
Yeah.
And I love watching them. I just went out to Hangtown, and
Lucky.
what brings out to me like what he said, the Australian. I don't know about the chase race, but
Okay.
Jet Lawrence right now is kicking butt in the 450 class right now, and I'm so stoked.
You want to explain on to why you added Jet Lawrence into the picture?
He's an Australian.
Oh yeah, true. But
So, but I don't know much about the Australian chase race.
I'm trying to Google it, and nothing's come. Well, right away, nothing's coming up. I'll give it 5 more seconds, and then I'll move along. There's 471,000 results.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not finding it fast enough. All right, so Jeff, maybe explain the name. The name sounds interesting.
Yeah, it does.
That's Tahita. Let's see here.
Dougie. That's Dougie Fresh right there.
That is
That's
Dougie
my
Fresh.
homeboy.
That is the guy responsible for getting you on the show.
Yes, yeah, he's the one who threw me under the bus. Thanks, Doug.
That's right.
Yeah, see you on Saturday. You're gonna get a door and a fender and maybe a little bump on the bumper, but appreciate it, buddy.
Let's see. All the people at Hills Ferry are a big family, and everyone is always willing to help a fellow racer. Gear nuts. Scott Pruitt. I heard that. Van Fossen. Met him at Laguna. Why am I reading on the small print? I got the big freaking screen in front of me. I heard of Van Fossen. Met him at Laguna when he was retiring. Gave my 2 kids signed helmets. Dude's a legend who started in a kart, but you already knew that.
Yes, he is. A lot of people started in karts. We all know that. And guys like me just race go-karts for their whole life because we have no talent. So you kids right here, work on that thing and maybe you can be a star. Yeah.
I don't have a good saying for that. The rest of us will just say we ran out of money, not talent.
Yeah, I think that's probably the simple.
Lined up in equal sectors around the track, slowest qualifier, first, second slowest caller. If you get past, you pull off.
Oh.
Okay. So it's like a dash for cash, where the slow.
Basically.
So you go around, lined up in equal sectors. So you break the track up by 20 if there's 20 guys. Okay, that actually sounds
That's
like a lot
pretty
of
sick.
fun.
Oh,
Donald
yeah.
Durbin, if you're listening to this, Australian chase race. That's actually that sounds like a fun idea.
Yeah,
That does sound fun.
I agree.
Actually. Yeah.
See, I kept pushing last year that the different tracks should have, and I said it for Rok Sonoma because they run a program that's like pretty by the book. It's like why don't we just tell everyone we're pea picking today? Like just they show up ready to qualify. Sorry, we're pea picking. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I got to remember this idea because I like it. I like it.
I'll help you remember
You'll
it.
help me. You'll help remind
got you.
me.
Yep.
Standing behind them.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Let's do a Norcal Karters event like that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. I can introduce my no non-tech Briggs class. Then you don't have to worry about the guys twisting the cranks and cheating and all that. It's like, okay, it's open. Boom.
That's a no non-tech.
No
Okay.
non-tech.
A no
No
non-tech.
non-tech.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 Well, you put like basic rules out there. So, guys aren't getting too carried away, but it has to be techable stuff.
I gotcha.
Okay. Clear as mud. Gotcha.
Clear as mud. That is exactly how I roll. Clear as mud. All right. Let's see. Oh, we're already at 8:45. James, you fall asleep on us? Jameson?
My bad.
James.
You're like,
I heard James and I was like, what?
Jameson.
Yeah, no,
James.
I'm still here. I just realized I screwed up typing my name in, so that's pretty cool.
Jameson.
James,
I was going to screw up the name anyway, so it's okay. Honestly, for a couple of years, I thought you were a Gwyn. Because isn't there a James Gwyn running around?
There's a Jesse Gwyn.
There's a Jesse Gwyn out there.
There is a Jesse Gwyn out there.
And then I kept seeing your name. It's like, is this a real name? Or is this a Gwyn, like, doing a play on a name? but this is Jameson Gwinup.
Correct. Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Well, what else do you guys want to cover tonight? It doesn't look like David Jones is going to sign in tonight.
What's y'all's favorite like track moments?
Like on track, like driving this year.
Yeah.
Hard to say. I mean, I like.
Keep this one going, but I'm gonna grab a glass of water real quick.
All right.
So favorite on track moments, and you can also in the chat lines favorite on track. You said, Lexi.
Honestly, like, what's your favorite experience racing or just being on track?
So let's leave it at on track, and then we'll do favorite racing related experience.
Okay.
On track.
On track.
Me.
Hold on.
Oh, okay, sorry.
You go. You go.
Okay.
Me crossing the finish line knowing that I won my championship.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm guessing that's a pretty good feeling.
Yes, it is. Very good.
I was in turn 1, so that was my favorite memory too, because I was on turn 1 and she was coming right past me and going like this right next to me.
What track was that?
So Sonoma.
Sonoma. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, I've enjoyed the really close battles this year. Finally, I've bumped up the rankings a bit, and I just like being able to be up front with the top guys and just having nice, clean fights. Because sometimes when you get stuck down in the midfield or anywhere down there, some of the guys are, but they like to use their side pods like a lot. And so
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that. So I'm glad that I can not worry about getting ran off the road up the front. So.
I've experienced that many times. It's not been good, but yeah.
How about you, Jason?
Well, I'm going to go way back on this one. So
Damn.
I've won some championships and won a lot of races, but one of my favorite memories was when I first started racing, and I was probably 14 years old. Maybe I was 15 years old because I was running Yamaha pipe, and they snuck me into the adult class. Anyway, Sears Point, the big track, the road course, going into turn 11, I went in way too hot. And they just had tires going around the outside of turn 11. And I went in so hot, I backed the thing in there. And I backed the thing in, locked up the brakes, and the tires just surrounded me. Like, I couldn't see anything but tires. But I kept the thing running. Ring, 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 ring. And ran off and finished the race. So I was probably way back in 10th or 12th at that point. But, yeah, one of my favorite memories. You know,
Let's say
just being able to keep the KT100 running was like one of the things,
Yeah.
you know, the skills that you had to do back then, you know.
Wait, does it have to be in a cart, or can it just be like in a vehicle, like a fast vehicle?
I mean, I would say, but it has to be on track.
On track.
So do on track
Probably
first.
Testing F4.
What?
F4 has definitely been my best.
You did
An
F4
F4?
testing?
When did you do that?
Yeah.
Oh, they know.
Oh no. Well, yeah. So I went to Indiana. I think it was either. Yeah, it was.
She
past
flew-
2 months. I flew to Indiana and I tested F4 for a team. Yeah.
So how was that?
It was fun. It was honestly it's very different from karting. Like the steering, it's probably 10 times harder than karting, and it's like there's a paddle shifting. The clutch is honestly really easy to get used to. But other than that, it was super fun.
What was your top
Nice.
speed on the track?
My top speed was probably 160, 140.
Those will do
I thought it was
160.
I thought it was 116.
I
No,
thought those would do like 130-ish. I could be wrong, but
no.
That's fine.
It's either 160, 130. Yeah.
What did the
Between
kids say?
that.
I'm jelly.
Yeah, right. I know.
Oh yeah, Seppi was pretty jealous too.
Oh, I came
Well,
back
we
and it
won't
was
get
just,
we won't get into that.
We'll
Yeah.
get into that. Well, that's a fun experience. So
Yeah.
off the track, what's your favorite?
in April.
One of your favorite memories off track, karting, racing related. Start with you, James. James N.
Jameson. Okay.
James N.
I'd actually say the funniest thing is when we run, SKS, me and a few buddies all in junior two, on Instagram we like to give each other a hard time on the stories and whatnot before the races. And I don't know what it is, but it's really funny to me because e-karting news will cover it and whatnot and act like we're all talking up each other, but it's all just jokes, but they think it's serious. And that's some of the funniest thing to me, just because we're all messing around, but they think we're being serious about it. And so that's just a really fun thing to do. I don't know.
You're not supposed to pull the curtain back that far.
Yeah, that's true.
Jason, how about you?
Well, let's see. I'd have to say it's the 2000 Grand Nationals at Willow Springs, Big Willow. And Nearly Famous Racing, Dale Nugent was there, one of our teammates, my dad. We were running top 3 all weekend long. And me and my dad won 2 of them. Well, I won 2 of them. My dad won 2 of them. Dale, he kind of got screwed and got a second and a third. But the coolest thing was having Duffy Livingston there to sign our Duffies. And to shake his hand was just unforgettable. What a great guy, to have the man that the trophy is designed by. And he's the one who basically was the patriarch of karting. To be there and celebrate with us and just enjoy it was probably one of my best memories in karting ever.
That's
Very
awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
Lexi?
Probably this year when we did the championships ceremony at Sonoma.
Oh no.
That was honestly my favorite memory off track because my mom got the Mechanic of the Year award, and then my little sister got 2022 Mini Rock Champion. So I think that's like my best memory. I was bawling. I was so happy for my mom. So
Yeah. But
I think that's
I
my
think the whole
favorite.
family was balling.
Oh yeah,
Except for Gabby.
yeah. Except she's
that was gonna
she's
be mine.
too she's too. What's the word?
I'm not emotional when it comes to that type of stuff.
It's
You're
all right.
better than me. I cried when I went all the time.
See, if I won
It's
the
all right,
IKF,
Gabby. You balance your sister and your mom. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You took my my thing. I was gonna say that, but
Too
Okay,
soon.
then answer this question for me real quick.
Okay.
2022. I don't know if you or your brother ever answered this question. The last 2 or 3 races of the year were their team orders.
Oh, why
Oh
do
my
you keep putting us on this?
Why do you keep putting this? Okay, hold on. Okay, so you know how
I knew it was
hold
coming.
on. So you know how you said that when I win, it's because of my brother. Mhm.
How you win because of your brother?
Is that no? You remember how you used to say that?
No, I thought you earned all your wins, but there was one race in particular.
Okay, so the last
Giuseppe
race it was kind of
pretty
team
darn
orders.
quick, and he would not
Hold-
pass you.
Hold on. Hold on. So you know so the last race there was team orders because I was in the lead of the championship and Mateo was very close.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like if I didn't get first, then I was gonna lose it. Kind of.
It was whoever
Yeah.
won that race got the championship.
Got between
So it
you
was-
and Mateo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then
okay.
race 8 was kind of the same thing. It was kind of me and my brother working together. So yeah. But the race 7 was kind of like it was kind of okay. So I started and I got first, and then I pulled away from my brother, so it was kind of not really team orders. It was kind of just me winning. But I don't know how to explain it, but yeah.
I had to put you on the spot until you actually answered the question.
I know you've been
Technically-
asking this for so long.
I know. Race
For 6
8
months.
Race 8 and 9 was kind of like an important race. So yeah, there's team orders racing 8.
It's
and
fine.
9, but yeah.
It's not like you're gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, true.
No.
It's in the past. I already won it.
All right. So, favorite off-track memory besides your mom and getting.
That was gonna be
the
mine, but she
gift?
stole it.
You gotta be faster.
Oh, so it's kind of like the championship ceremony. So you know that plaque that you got, like it had your name, it had your name on it at the first place thing, and then like a picture of you.
Yeah.
That was probably my favorite race memory because it was so awesome, and like to like actually have it, and like I don't know how to explain it, but it was.
She's never had something like that
Yeah.
before,
Mhm.
and to like just she earned that instead of like having to pay a bunch of money for it. She earned it,
Yeah.
and she looks super cool on it.
Got it. Okay.
So
Give me one moment here. I was trying to see if I can find my favorite moment from the last race at Sonoma.
We don't even talk about my experience. It was horrible.
We're not. We're gonna bypass your junior, your senior, your rookie year.
Yeah. Not too good. My
It's
fourth
a
stroke is not that
growing.
good.
We'll call it a growing year.
Yeah. Thank
Mhm.
you. Mm-hmm.
Give me 1 second here. Oh, I might find it. Somewhere.
Well, then I have a question for you too. What happened at the Prairie City race you ran? What happened at that one?
Okay, so
Come on, Gabby.
I don't think we're gonna talk about that. Okay. Okay, so. Okay, we get it. You were way faster than me, but like,
I just thought your
off that
cart saw.
topic.
I just
Huh?
thought your cart saw like a lot of grass.
Wait,
You went off.
when was that?
You went off.
No,
No, that was because my chain.
Okay, that was chain.
Yeah,
Okay.
my chain popped. Yeah, but that was really it.
But then there was a pile up in 1, 2,
3.
in turn 3,
The left
and
hand.
then she
So I'm so happy I got past that wreck. And I was actually like, that was probably one of my best starts at Prairie City in 4-stroke, or like in junior 2. And to be like, to gain that many positions just because of crash, that was kind of like disappointing to me.
Yeah.
But it still felt good to get top 6, top 5. But like to not earn those positions kind of got me like a little mad.
I got tangled in that one. That was bad.
We don't talk about your little thing coming off the track, but we're good.
What came off the track?
When you came off the track, you were fuming.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I just
I was
got ran
mad.
over, and like
Yeah.
I don't know who it was, but one of the corner workers like was walking over to us to come pull his cart off me, and I was like, I'm not waiting for you, and so I just threw his cart off, and I was like, I'm going.
I don't think that was me.
Was it?
No,
was
it was
a girl
definitely
or?
a guy.
Okay.
It was like a
Okay.
middle-aged guy. I
It
don't
was-
know.
I was like, it definitely can't be me because I'm always running and
Yeah.
I'm lifting up pro shifters off.
Bro, this guy
like-
was like maybe doing a slow jog, and I was like, I'm not waiting for you to walk 50 feet over here. I'm
Yeah.
taking care of
That's
this.
terrible.
Like we shouldn't even started that start because there's 3 wide going into turn 1. Like,
Yeah, the
that
other
was-
start, the false start, the first one was way better of all the starts.
Yeah.
That was by far the best one.
Yeah, I don't know why they waved it off.
Yeah, they had some very good starts that weekend that they just decided they were going to redo.
Mm-hmm. Ended up in a big pile up.
The Sonoma?
yeah.
Ugh. Dude.
All right, my crowning achievement this year.
Oh no.
Let's see.
I'll try to grab those cart numbers as they come back around. Jay's hands on the inside going into turn 1. Oh, contact, big contact. Get your hands in the air. Oh, come
Oh.
on. If you're a back marker,
Yes.
look beyond your nose cone.
Oh, no.
That's my crowning achievement of the year. If you're a back marker, look beyond your nose cone.
You were so funny announcing last weekend. Oh my gosh. I was cracking up when I was watching timing and scoring.
You were just behind him, just like.
Yeah.
Oh, we have.
Um,
Let's see.
Oh no.
What happened with that one? Did someone just tangle?
You know
Yeah.
what?
It was-
The broadcast missed. There was contact between
Chase Hand
Chase
and somebody
Hand.
else, I think. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can go slow mo, but we missed it on the broadcast, and I tried doing slow mo.
So to see whoever he was like passing and then just like.
Yeah, I love racers
That's the-
though because it's always it's never my fault. It's always the other guy's fault.
Or the cart's fault. You got to remember that one.
Yes.
Oh, that was.
So right there was the contact.
Yeah.
Are we still on the live stream?
Excuse
Bless
me.
you.
Playback speed. Let's try this. You have to tell me if we're synced up.
Okay, so. Oh.
So Chase is coming in.
Yeah.
So we didn't get him in turn 1 because we were trying to get the whole straightaway. Because this was lap 2 and everyone's still bunched up.
Yeah.
And then we pick him up here, going through turn 1, and then so we have Chase here. I looked up all the cart numbers. I don't know that helmet.
I don't know that helmet. I see Iser in
So-
front.
So it looks like Chase has a good pass.
Uh-huh.
Is that Iser right there?
No, Iser's
Iser's in the
Or
front.
is it there? Yeah. Okay. that's what I
Yeah.
thought.
The curtain, like kind of off view.
So looking at it here, it looks like Chase has. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously it's aggressive pass. It's turn 1, right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like he's out of control and using the guy on the outside as a bumper.
Mm-mm.
And then
No,
right
I think
here,
He's got more room out there too. He's not-
this guy's got room. And then right about here, you're gonna watch this. To me, it looked like this guy kind of just pushed Chase.
Yeah,
to a
he's got
point
plenty
where
of room
he
on the right.
walks
He shouldn't be trying to squeeze in there.
Wait.
Yeah. And
There's
then
no
I
reason
think
right
that's Val. Not Val.
No.
He's
here,
under
Marino.
No, not him. Let me look it up real quick because I think I know.
I don't
who it
remember.
is.
I can't see the cart numbers. I don't remember who it was. But to me, it looked like this guy probably should have lifted a little bit and gave Chase some room.
Or just
Yeah.
move to the right. He's got like 2 cart lengths over there.
Yeah, because it didn't look like Chase smashed the side pods of the guy on the outside.
Yeah.
And I apologize if you guys are watching. Besides Chase, put your names in the comment. But
That's Steven.
in real time, I couldn't tell what happened except for there was a big pile up.
No, can you please not?
Don't do what?
Can we?
Just be quiet.
Did I go too far back?
Alright. 644.
What card is that?
Is 644.
Yeah.
So
Oh, wow.
I was more upset with whoever was in the back.
Ugh.
Oh, that's Russell Scott.
That's Russell Scott.
Yeah, the guy who's in the air right now is Russell Scott.
Got it.
Oh yeah, you called him out. You.
Yeah, he kind of blew that field up.
Yeah.
Because these 3 guys were they were
Look at
stopped
Chase,
for
he's
a long
like-
period of time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, hopefully everybody was okay. I know a couple of drivers limped off, but
Yeah.
Russell just looks like he got tangled in that one. Didn't have anywhere to go.
well, he just drove right. He tried to drive right through him. At least that's how I saw it. To me, you're doing 49 miles an hour in a Briggs cart. Like you have plenty of time to react.
To like just crank it right real quick, go through the grass, and then cut.
No,
back
you're
onto the
49 miles an
track.
hour. Hit the brake. It'd probably just stop. It's a Briggs.
How about like a
But
stupid
hey,
race bonus?
Jameson, you're a Briggs driver,
I am a Briggs driver.
and everyone gives me crap because I never give Briggs guys love. We have a Briggs guy on
You do. Uh-huh.
right there, and he's also on a semi-dominating rental kart team. Right there.
Yeah.
Those are also 4-stroke powered.
They are also, also very slow. They're not fast.
They're not fast. The
Yeah,
rental kart or Briggs?
The rental kart's even slower. I mean, I've driven a
Okay.
KA, and that made the Briggs feel slow. But the rental kart is just, it's a slug. I mean, it gives you a lot more time to think about your lines. You're like, you have like seconds on seconds to think about the next corner.
Okay.
So you really get to plan out where you want to go. But
You're talking about Briggs still, right?
no, that would be the rental karts I'm
Oh,
talking
the
about.
rental karts. Sorry.
Mhm.
I'm not going to get any Briggs and Stratton sponsorship. That's for sure.
Not anytime soon, that is.
Not anytime soon. I sent out. You know what though? For the NCK road racing, I have 2 entries to give away. And for the last 3 weeks, I've been calling out for the Briggs guys. Get pre-entered. Get your entries in. Because I have a free entry to give away, but they have to enter so I know who to give it away to. So it's not like I completely hate the Briggs guys.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
and when I race, I run Briggs. So
I mean, they're fun. They're fun, and they're a good, step to get, used to a kart. So I've loved my time racing Briggs. I think it's a super fun class, regardless of how fast they are. I think you get some really nice close racing, and I enjoy it.
Yeah,
I
it
think
gets you, like,
it's a great. It filled a great void. We have a lot of tracks that the Briggs is perfectly suited for.
Yeah.
It's just an easy target to pick on. And I'll stop picking on it when Briggs sends me a big check.
yeah, Briggs.
As long as you
for
keep talking about them like this, they won't be doing that.
They won't be. That's what I love about my show. It's like I have like 3 sponsors. Like, okay.
Yeah. 4-stroke gets you like really consistent, and like, yeah, it gets you really consistent.
Yeah.
That's what, like, right when I started 4-stroke, like I was winning a lot of races, and then like I got like way better in 2-stroke because of 4-stroke, because it was getting me really consistent and smooth with the wheel.
Yeah, I know a lot of people swap back and forth to, build off of each other. So
No.
I find things on the internet.
Oh, you really do.
Well, and that's
Have you
one
been
thing I
looking
have to
for this
say
the whole
about
time?
the slower.
So Frankie Mossman's right
No,
there.
that is not Frankie Mossman. That's Walter Jenkins.
Oh, my bad. Right there?
Light them up. Come on, light them up.
Dump the clutch.
Mom, why did you do this?
You didn't
to
kill
me?
Mm-mm.
Nicely done.
Thank
So
you.
for those that are just tuning in, that was Gabby. Oh, you can't see my cursor, but it's the one on the lower right corner. That one. Yeah.
No, it was her.
Okay, is Matt Guidera is chiming in. Is that Matt?
That's
Or is that-
Seppi.
Is
That's
that
Seppi.
Giuseppe?
Seppi.
Just
Step
Seppi.
up.
Yeah, he's been popping in and out of the room.
Mm-hmm. He's been like, does this outfit look good?
Sorry, I'm just checking to see. No David Jones tonight. All right, we're going on. Oh shoot, an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Okay.
So going back to the slower horsepower classes, maybe in racing everything from a 125 shifter to a 250, going back to the lower classes like a L206 or even a 212 Predator, it really teaches you a lot about car control and carrying momentum. So if you boil back down to a slower class, yeah, it feels like you're going slow, but I know anybody who's done that before, it's like, okay, you get into a faster kart, it really gives you more car control, and it really lets you pay more attention to carrying your momentum and carrying your speed. So there's a lot to say about getting back into a slower kart, with a slower horsepower motor.
Yeah.
getting back to basics.
I think
100%.
it definitely does, like you were saying, Gabby, it definitely improves consistency. I feel like with, shifter carts especially shifter carts, but also KAs and other two-stroke stuff out there is, let's say you go a bit wide in the corner. If you just get on the gas a bit earlier and rotate it, you kind of get out of there. You lose a few tenths maybe. But as far as a four-stroke, if you go in there and you go wide, now you've lost maybe half a second. And so it really teaches your consistency to, I can't run wide here. I can't do that because then I lose so much time.
Yeah, four-stroke's all about like momentum.
Yeah.
Like you cannot, like you have to keep passing or else like you'll just fall back.
So let me ask,
I will agree with you, but it's just not funny.
so do you guys trail brake when you're running a four-stroke on the sprint track? Do you guys just
Yeah.
I do.
out on the throttle?
Yeah.
They
I don't know
Sprint
about other
corners,
people, but I
like-
definitely do.
Yeah, like turn 1 in Prairie City you kind of do, like a little bit.
Yeah, if you can figure out turn 1 is probably the most valuable corner at Prairie City because then if you can figure that out, you can pass in there, you can set it up for 2 and 3, which will set you up for 4, 5, 6, and so it's a crucial corner.
I would say it's probably the funnest corner.
Yeah, well, it depends the
fast.
conditions. If it's cold, then it sucks.
Yeah.
I've
See,
had
my
Gabby
only
run me
argument,
off.
though, is-
That
my only
was
argument is
funny.
when someone says if you're a couple tenths off in a shifter, if you have a tight, good field, you're still a couple tenths off in a shifter. So it's not like you can go bang a gear and then catch up.
Sure.
Right. Just because it feels good, that's fast.
Yeah.
I've been
Yeah,
there.
and there's values to both of it. I mean, it's when my buddy Patrick got me back in the karting, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 years ago. He got me into the four-stroke out of Blue Max. We had 35 guys on the track, and that was a lot of fun.
This sounds awesome.
Sounds
It
like-
was a lot of fun.
I think it's always
When are we
super
going to get
fun
all you
to-
guys out to the dirt?
To the
Think
dirt
about-
races.
I think all you guys should come out and check out the dirt track.
I'm willing to.
Well, now I have a
She's-
schedule. Now I know someone
She
down
was
there.
talking to me and she was like, "Oh,
I got something you can drive. Yeah, for sure.
All right. You want to sponsor me?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, let's get past it.
Slow down."
Racing's in the blood.
It is. Yeah.
Very cool. All right. Well, let's start wrapping it up. Who wants to go first? Nobody.
I guess I'll go.
I-
Okay. Thank you, Jason, for letting me talk tonight, and I had a lot of fun. First time doing anything like this, and also nice to meet new kids and all that stuff. And just I love karting, and it was a really fun time. It was nice to meet everybody.
Well, thank you for coming on. And give me 1 second while I bring your what the name of your club again?
Hills Ferry Raceway.
Hills Ferry Raceway.
Oh shit!
That way we can get your we can get your schedule up before you sign off. Oh, we lost Jason again.
Gotcha.
It's all right.
Yeah, I know. I just hit a button, and now, yeah, I can hear you though. Oh, here we go. I think I'm getting back on.
Let's see here. So Hills Ferry Raceway out in Newman. That's off I-5, south of Tracy, I think. Let's see here. Next event coming up August 5th. Then they have September 9th, September 30th, October 21st, and November 4th. And then classes. Pure Stock, KT100, Junior Flat, Clone, Beginner Flat, and 224. Let's see here.
I think our cousins are in junior flat.
Yeah.
You back?
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that.
All right. I just ran down your classes for you, and I ran down your schedule.
Okay, cool.
So
It was nice talking with you, Jason, and it
You
was
too,
awesome
nice.
to learn about your raceway and stuff. And I hope to make it out there.
That'd be awesome to see you guys out there, and I'd hope to come see you guys too.
Yes, come to Sonoma or Prairie. It's always a
Awesome.
fun time.
Yeah.
Yeah, dirt looks
Sonoma
super
or
fun.
Prairie. Let's see here. Let me tag. For those that are looking for it online, there you go. All right. Well, thank you, Jason, for joining us. And then who wants to go next? The girls or Jameson or James N?
I will.
We'll go.
I will.
Do you wanna
I
go?
will.
Okay. Thank you so much, Jason, for having us on. I greatly appreciate it. This was really fun because this was my first time doing it. I've always watched Gabby or Seppi doing it. So it was fun to actually hop on and talk. Hopefully I can do one of these soon and actually talk about me racing. But it was nice meeting you, Jameson.
Jameson. Yeah.
Cool.
It's
It was
James
nice talking
N.
with you.
James N.
James,
Yeah.
James
N. is his
N.
new name. James
It was
N.
nice talking to you.
Yep. Agreed.
I'll probably see you at Prairie. I work at Prairie and Sonoma. So
Are you out there on like weekdays and stuff? Or just
no, I have other jobs that I got
Okay.
on weeks. So I'm mostly on
She
weekends.
works like 19 jobs,
I like to stay busy.
I guess.
Wow.
You can ask them. I'm never home. I'm always working.
You're always working.
Oh yeah.
It's going to pay off.
Yes, it is. Awesome. You got anything else to say?
Yep. Thank you, Jason, for having or letting me join. I should say. And this was really fun. Joining my sister. And yeah, thank you.
Well, thanks for coming back on. You're always welcome on our show.
Thank you.
Awesome.
And then I'll
Well,
see you guys
sick.
in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I'm trying
I
to
was gonna say,
switch.
guys, I see you gals in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep, we're for sure gonna be there.
All
We,
right.
we can't miss it. Seppi's in the championship.
Oh,
Jason,
no,
I
good.
promise you, I'm gonna give you a better show. I promise.
Okay.
We hope so.
I promise.
We all hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Have a
You'll
good
get
night,
there.
y'all.
You'll get there. Have a good night.
Bye, y'all.
James N.
All right.
Jameson.
Last one left here.
Last one left. Close us out.
All right. So, yep, I'd like to say thank you, Jason, for having me on today. And it was kind of a last minute thing, but thank you for letting me pop in. I hope I can make it to more of these in the future if possible. It was a good time to, just get to talk about racing and enjoy it. And I'd like to do one last thing and shout out my whole team at Unleashed Power Racing and the whole crew there for supporting me all season and making sure my kart runs.
Very cool. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And make sure you take the time to hit like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff.
Absolutely.
And it's nice to put a face with the name.
Yeah, for sure.
James N.
James
Gwinup.
in.
James N. Gwinup. All right. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, thank you.
We'll
Bye-bye.
catch up later.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's it for our show tonight. That was open mic night, upcoming events in August. So our supporters, you can see them in the background. Gorilla Barbecue, extrakartparts.com, Illuminos. Those are the either companies or not tracks or promoters that are supporting us. We really appreciate it. And we have NCK, Prairie City Kart Track, Rok Sonoma, Blue Max Kart Club, Challenge of Americas, and then we have the Norcal SKS series. And did I say Blue Max? I think I said Blue Max. So Blue Max Kart Club, we appreciate all the support. And if any of you are ever wondering what the money is used for, anytime I get feedback or criticism, etc., if I know I can make the shows better and it costs money, that's usually where the money goes first. Coming up, I'm going to have some fun tie-dyeing activities for the kids. So I have an order of t-shirts on the way. So we'll be some tie-dyeing. And my plan is to have those at the Rok Sonoma race here in a couple of weeks. Some other stuff I would like to do. As you can see, not all the tracks are listed here. I could use some sponsors to help get all the NorCal tracks listed and promoted evenly. Some of the tracks just can't afford to advertise. And it'd be nice to have all the tracks, listed behind me. For Norcal Karters, that's where the money goes. So, it's again, I'm always asking for money for Norcal Karters, but at bare minimum, if you enjoy what we're doing, just hit like and subscribe and share. Just share it with 1 or 2 people. Down here in the corner, you'll notice it says Jason 200. We need 200 more subscribers on YouTube before we reach 1,000. And when we reach 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, I'm doing it organically. I'm not going to pay one of these companies to give me 10 million subscribers that are all fake canned subscribers. I'm doing it organically, but it will unlock some additional features that will help Norcal Karters do some more promotions and things like that. So again, 200 more to go. We'll hit 1,000, and we still have 2 NCK tickets to give away. So it's going to be for the Thunder Hill event. So 2 NCK entries. I've already done a call out to the Briggs. I know I always shit on you guys. So if you pre-enter, if you get 10 pre-entries for Briggs 206 before their deadline, actually a week before their deadline, I will give away one of those entries. And then what the shifter guys, let's get the shifters back out there. So the shifter guys, get the word out there. Thunder Hill, I have 2 entries to give away. So keep that in mind. And yeah, give me 1 second here, because I always have to sign off with, if we all get 1 person in the sport, we'll double by next year. So thank you for tuning in.